Welcome to Totally Talent Podcast by HR.com, your go-to source for all things talent. Whether you're looking for expert insights on high-volume hiring, the latest trends in recruitment technology, or strategies for building a winning team, we've got you covered. Join us for each episode as we dive deep into the challenges and opportunities shaping the talent landscape today. Let's get started.
Hey everybody, Mike Wood here with HR.com, and this is another episode of Totally Talent. I'm at the RemotePeople booth at Unleashed doing some live interviews. Nice to meet you guys. Welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you as well.
You mind taking a second to introduce yourself and what you do?
Absolutely. I'm our Senior Director of Sales. I'm based out of Boston and I've been in the HR space for just about 8 years.
Wow, 8 years.
Yeah.
And Mark Fielding, I'm our Director of Strategic Partnerships for the Americas here. And similar to Chris, I've been in the EOR industry for about 8 years.
Wow, and where are you from?
So as you can tell by my thick Colorado accent, I'm a Denver native, but no, originally from the UK.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So EOR companies, employer records, have really taken off the past couple of years. How did we get there? How did we arrive at this current spot?
Yeah, it's a good question. This industry has been around for quite a while, but it really accelerated through the pandemic. You know, the world became increasingly virtual, remote. The global workforce is more unified now. Like everyone's operating on Google Meet and Zoom and Teams. So, pretty much every company is thinking about hiring internationally, and the space has really accelerated because of that. Companies are doing so for a few main reasons. There's a number of advantages, such as you hire in other time zones. People are working around the clock 24/7. You can hire more cost-effective talent in other countries, and then you can have access to a larger talent pool as well by sourcing in other countries as well. And another one is even you're able to access a new market. So by hiring in other countries, salespeople, support people, you can access a new clientele and tap into new markets. So yeah, it's really taken off. And we're here in 2026. It's crazy to think the pandemic was six years ago. Yeah, it's certainly taken off.
And so as you're expanding with other countries and stuff, I know that I follow the regulations and GDPR and all that stuff. How do you stay on top of the different restrictions and nuances in each country?
Yeah, that's a good question for
this
guy, Mark.
For my sins, I'm a recovering attorney, so used to live in Brussels as well, which is obviously the hub for kind of pan-European regulation. So yeah, this is absolutely a pet hobby of mine, is staying abreast of this. Long story short is that there is no panacea. You need to have local expertise that is familiar with local employment regulation. And in the EOR space in particular, you have to have your finger on the pulse of emerging regulation, because the EOR industry is still somewhat nascent and therefore not directly regulated in any given market, unlike in the US where there is that PEO co-employment paradigm. So what that means is that we de facto fall under general employment law. In some markets, we fall under broader staffing regulation. But the smart companies, such as ourselves, kind of have an open dialogue with regulators to understand how they interpret EOR should be regulated, and to make sure that they understand that us as an industry are keen on kind of safeguarding the protections that are in place to protect citizens, employees of that jurisdiction, and make sure we reassure them that we're not shortcutting any of those rights.
Now I know why you have that legal background. It's a good guy to have on your team.
Absolutely.
So walk me through the platform a little bit. So if let's say I'm Mike Wood, I'm at HR.com, I'm looking to hire, let's say 5 marketers in the UK or whatever. How do I do it?
Super simple. You would sign a service agreement with RemotePeople. Our salesperson would go on the back end and trigger an email that you would receive, so you can access our platform, create an account, and then you just go in there, you click add employee, you select the country, you enter in all the variables, the details, job description, job title, salary, start date, benefits, that would generate a locally compliant employment agreement specific to all the statutory requirements in that specific country, whether it's India, Madagascar, Australia, wherever.
A lot of Madagascar.
No, but we support over 180 countries, so really wherever you can think of. But that generates an employment agreement, which the client, are able to then review accordingly. Once we approve that, then goes to the employee. They create their account, and then it's just a monthly invoice. You pay us, we pay the employee, and take care of all the taxes, the statutory remittances, withholdings. So
I'm sure you guys integrate with almost everybody that's out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But do you have any interesting client stories or whatnot of anybody that had looked to do, something quick and really you help them out?
I think, yeah. So one of the big emerging trends, I think, is the cat is truly out of the bag with regards to EOR these days. So what we're seeing is less of a point solution to support Sally in South Africa and Bobby in Brazil, but more companies starting to develop EOR kind of policies as part of their broader HR policy across distinct use cases, be it global mobility, so the supporting of medium to long-term deployments, or kind of otherwise, nearshoring or offshoring exercises, or even the transfer of larger employee groups in the context of cross-border carve-outs. So what I'm really keen on is working with law firms and kind of advisory groups, etc., to make sure that we adapt an EOR policy that's tailored to our clients' risk profile and their needs, so that it's more of a kind of integrated model, as you say, that kind of integrates with the HRIS, the talent tracking system, across that use case on a permissible and scalable kind of stage.
So I'm asking the same question to everybody because I feel like we're all in this same boat, that we have this conference this week, and I think you guys are going to transform next week, right?
We are not.
Oh, you're not? Okay, well, I am. So I'm stuck here over the weekend. If you were here over the weekend and you want to get away from the strip, do you have any recommendations?
The Sphere. There's a lot of magic shows. There's the slot machines.
I'm a big runner. I hear that there's some amazing canyons and stuff. So if you're into hiking and running,
there is.
Yeah.
So Zion Park is 3 hours north or 2 hours north.
Go.
But if I went there solo, this is how all the Datelines I listen to start.
Right.
Just he went off hiking by himself, disappeared in the canyons.
Never came back.
They found this camera.
Yeah. Freak mountain lion attack, all of that good stuff.
I went on a rafting trip in September, the Grand Canyon. So that's not too far either. It's
yes, I have been. I went to the closer side to Vegas. It's not as good as the other side.
Yeah.
But this was great, you guys. Thank you. Glad to have you guys here, and check them out, RemotePeople.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to the Totally Talent podcast by HR.com. We hope you find today's episode insightful and inspiring. Don't forget to explore more episodes and discover valuable resources at hr.com/podcasts, where you can listen to all of our podcasts. Until next time, keep leading with purpose and making a difference in the world of talent.